Guys, welcome back, and this is the fourth video. So what are we doing in this video? So we are just writing a program for table printer, and let me tell you about this series. If you have not seen the previous three videos of this series, what is actually is I'm trying to make a new series where we can read books and practice the sum of those books, especially of the coding books. Okay, so in that case, whatever we always face is whenever we try to open a new book, especially if it's a coding book, we always get stuck while solving the problems. However, this book is just a basic, so I'm starting with the basic so that going forward I also need to know that what kind of a solution I should prepare and what kind of a solution should be kept only to the book itself, so that so that will not be in a worry that okay, we have to practice every coding problem which is there in the book. But this book is very basic, so let's go with very basic stuff. Whatever it is there in the book as a problem, as a solution, we will be doing it. It's basically at the end of the chapter, and that's what we are targeting. So let's start. So what is the name of this program? Is a table printer, and the input will be coming as a list of strings, and output will be the well organized table with each column right justified. Right justified means you have a specific width, and if the width is more than your string's length, then your string length will be right shifted. If you see this example, the table data is there: it's apple, oranges, cherries, banana, Alice, Bob, Carol, David, dogs, cat, moose, goose. So when you call this function, it should come like this: apples, Alice, dogs. That means this way should be that way. Okay. You can say it's an anti-clockwise, clockwise rotation, but it's actually you have to print it in a table format, and that is very easy to write as a function. And let me tell you guys, the solution which I have written, it's a very basic solution. No hi-fi approach has been utilized in this because this book is very basic. If suppose you are reading this book, that means you are a beginner. I don't want to confuse you with putting a highly advanced solution for that simple task. So let's go. What I have taken is, I have actually taken a table data where we have shown it in the last slide, and I have taken a printable array. I don't know when I will be using it or not. And then there is a table. This is a string. So what we are doing is, we are just checking how many columns we are having here. So we are having 1, 2 and 3 columns. That's what we will be doing, and this is a list actually. So we will be having 0 into length of table data, so it will have a list of 0, 0, 0. Okay, so let me just tell you what it will be happening here. It will create a call with as come on this and this, and it will be 0, 0, 0. Okay, then let's quickly move ahead to what we will do. So we will take a list in table data. We will have a max variable, and we will go into the strings of all this list. Okay, so we will take this first, this will come, then second this will come, then third this will come. But for the first one, now we are going here to here, so this will come. Okay, and we will see if the length of the string is greater than max. The first will be the length is 6, max is 0. So we will go and put the length of string as in the max. We will go till here. We will see, okay, it's 8 now. The max of the length for call width here will be 8. Okay, now call width also is I, that is 0 here. So for I is equal to 0, we will put 8 here. Okay, so in that way we will know that for the first column the max length should be 8. And then second, again we will go to here. We will see it's 5, so we will put 5 here. Okay, and then here we will go and we will put 5 here too. So this is how the first the first for loop will run. Now second, we will actually print. So same thing, we will go and we will go for because we know in this that like the list length will be same. It will be 4 or it will be 5, but it will be throughout, it will be 5 and 4. So we will go to the list length. So the first table length will be 4, so we will iterate through it. And similarly, we will again take I as 0, and then we will go into the list. Okay, we will go to list 2 in table data. So what we will do here is we will get the list 2 of index of k. K will be 0 first, 0, and we will just put the r just here. Okay, so what I will do is in list 2, whatever the string is there, suppose the first we will go in apples. Okay, the first list 2, the first list is this one, and the k at 0 is apple, and we will just do the r just where we will like shift the apple to 2 places, sorry, not points, and then at the last we will put a slash n. That's a new line. Here you can put some validation that don't do if the string width is already 8, and you cannot put the new line in the last once the list once the list 2 has the table. We are in the last list, we don't have to put a slash n. This thing can be done in a standard environment where you want to catch every corner cases. But for now it's pretty simple. That let me just go through it. We will calculate here. We will calculate first the number of columns we will be having. Then we will calculate the max number of string length will be there in that column. Then we will just directly display it, and we will just right shift that strings if the string's length is less than the actual length of the column string. Okay. So then we will print this table. So it's pretty simple. When we run this file, we will get this answer. And then you can do all the things. You can put a table structure also here, but according to our requirement, this is pretty much it. So yeah, that was the program, and thank you very much. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. I know that the content is not up to that level that you can say that okay, I can work on this channel and every day I can take something take something with me which will be beneficial. But trust me, this is just a start. So once you go with me through this book, I really don't need to practice the book. You just need to go to the book and see when this problem comes into picture. But yeah, so if you subscribe to it, I am also making new videos which will be beneficial. And please like the video so that it will be shareable across any other videos, and you will be able to see it. Sorry, you will be able to see it, the other person will be able to see it. And please press the bell icon so that anytime a new video comes, it will get to you. And let me tell you, this channel is not about only algo, only coding, anything. Whatever I am learning, whatever I am going through, I am just making a habit of teaching you guys the same thing. And trust me, if you keep coming to this channel and spending your time, it will be very beneficial for you. And if you want, you can just view this video in a 2x format and then it's done. So you don't need to invest that much amount of time. But yeah, this video will be helpful because you are going through me a new book every time I'll have a new book in my hands. Thank you guys.